everybody, and welcome. Okay, we are. Hey, listen, welcome. This, summer break is officially over. This is Diversity and Equity in Education. My name is Denise Thomas Papillon, and usually I'm here with my co-host, April Cobb. However, she is having some technical difficulties, meaning that Tico done turn off the power. Okay. And that's what's happening over here in the Temple Terrace area, which we're, this type of things happen all the time. So, also this internet outages, as you know, the summer storms do pop up every afternoon. So we're, just the time that we're on, it's a little iffy. Okay. But either way, welcome. Good evening, everyone. And we are here to talk about the big happening. What is the big happening? Tomorrow school begins. We were on a little bit of a hiatus during the summertime due to the fact that it's summer. A lot of things are happening. The East Tampa Bay Brain Booster Camp was in full effect this summer, so I want to give them a big shout out. They did a wonderful, amazing job. I myself was going through a life change, so I recently got married. So I I was just moving into a new household, trying to get things situated. So we were just off for the summertime. So we are back. And so let's talk about a couple of things that are happening. First of all, if you don't know, it's been everywhere. It's been all over. School in Hillsborough County is starting tomorrow. So we want to make sure that you're well aware of that. Actually, I'm going to go, just go to the Hillsborough County School District website. I don't know if you can put the website up. It has information for you about the start date, which again, I'm going to emphasize one more time. It is tomorrow. Please check your particular school for the exact time. Tomorrow also, let me remind you as well, is also an early release day. So yes, even though school starts, it's also early release, but don't let that be a deterrent, because the Hillsborough County right now has a campaign for all about making sure that attendance is number one. Our number one focus is attendance, and we need to be there from the first day, because when we look at the 5-day count, and the 5-day count will be on Friday, this lets us know whether or not we keep units or we cut units, and a unit is a teacher. Okay, so that lets us know based on how much capacity the classrooms can take, whether we have to change classes, we have to drop things. So just be very cognizant of that, be aware of the fact that is what's coming up. Okay, so please go to the website hillsboroschools.org and find out everything you need to do to get your child enrolled and present for tomorrow, the beginning of the school day. So we as educators, thank you. We want you to make sure that your kids are there, and please make sure that they get a good night's sleep. It's right now, it's what, about 6:30, 6:34. They should be in bed by 8 o'clock. Okay, and school start tomorrow. I don't care how old they are. They need to be in bed, because they're going to drag, especially if they did not follow a particular routine this summer. I know on my other pages I have been encouraging you all to read books, as many books as you possibly can. So just, if they have not, they need to get back into that routine. And it's going to be hard for them that first couple weeks. Also, please keep in mind, there is a new policy regarding cell phones. Cell phones are not allowed on campus in any school in Hillsborough County. Let me say it one more time. Cell phones are not allowed on any campus in Hillsborough County. No student should have a cell phone. If they have it, fine, but it cannot be taken out during the school day. It cannot be operational during the school day. It will be confiscated. I know at my particular school, my principal was very adamant about that. They're going to catch them as they're coming off the bus, and they can't have it in the classroom. We were told as instructors not to argue, not to fight, not to go back and forth with the students. Just contact the administrator. This is not coming from us or personal classroom rule, even though it is my classroom rule. This is coming all the way down from the school board, and this is coming down from the top. All right. This is what is mandated now. It has been on the news. As a matter of fact, I'm actually going to use the news article to start off my teaching this year, because I want kids to understand this is not something that I created. This is not something my principal created. It's in effect, as well as other things regarding our school safety and things like that. So just be aware of that. And parents, we're doing this to help your child. It has nothing to do with how we personally feel about it, but there's two things that we find that are tied directly to them having a phone all the time. Number one, bullying, cyberbullying. And number two, we're looking at the fact that test scores have been going down. And when you remove a distractor like a cell phone from that classroom, you realize now that, wait a minute, maybe the child can focus a little bit more. All right, that's where we're trying to get to. We want to see them be successful. Remember, the ultimate goal, whether you agree, disagree, whatever, with the district, whether you agree or disagree with your child's teacher, principal, school itself, the goal itself is for student success. Remember, the motto of Hillsborough County is preparing students for life. And that's all we're trying to do, prepare them for life. So let's talk about a couple of things. Speaking of preparing them for life, also what this takes into consideration, of course, voting. Everybody up and down the board is on the school board is available. Now, you can vote them in or vote them out. You can keep them or toss them out. So early voting has begun. Please go down to any of your local areas where you can vote. Mine is at the library somewhere. I gotta see Blythe Andrews Library. They're available. They've been open for voting. Go vote early and vote for everything that's your local. Remember, it's one thing to vote on the highest level where you're voting for your president. But remember, a lot of the things that are happening on the local level affect you more than way out there. And we're okay. We're happy with the direction things are going. But just remember, vote local first. Everything happens where you are, right where you eat first, before you have to worry about things such as a presidency and your legislatures and stuff like that. Okay, so that's important that you look at that. Also, let's, since we were supposed to go live last month, but of course, changes and people traveling, things that get affected. So we were talking about for just a moment how, the campaigning has been going, but now we realize, there's a whole other person who's running against so a new Democrat versus a current Republican. So we just want y'all to go do your research. I'm not going to tell you who to vote for, what to vote for, how your feelings are, but it's important that you do. You've been given this right, and especially these teenagers who are now turned 18 at this point in time, you have been given a particular right that you possess. Don't throw it away. You have the opportunity to affect change, and that's extremely important. All right, that's all I was supposed to say about that. Now let's talk about why it's important. Teachers, I really wish you would chime in at this point in time, because I don't know how many of y'all are experiencing I would call it the rollback for the summer in terms of your classroom. Now, I'm only speaking for me because I can't speak for anybody else. My particular school was built in, make sure I fact check this one. My particular school was built in 1964. The school is older than me. The school is 60 years old. I'm fast approaching that number, but the school is 60 years old. It was revamped or repurposed or refurbished in 1999 to where it became the state STEAM school, this technical. All right, that's 1999. So which was 24 years ago. We still have AC issues. So it's amazing to me. I've been at the school probably 11 years, I believe. There have been so many quick fixes. I understand when people start getting mad about, they're asking us for more money to more tax dollars. But let's be real. As somebody who works in a school when the building is older, what are you doing with the tax dollars? That's what I want to know. What are you doing with the money? Because a 60-year-old building, it's wonderful that we've refurbished the building. The building looks beautiful. What do you call it? The AstroTurf is gorgeous. The paint is gorgeous. They've done security measures to the school. That's wonderful. However, and by the way, I got blinds. I told you about that. However, the buildings are still hot. My car said 106 degrees this morning. You're going into a hot classroom. No matter what you do, that classroom is hot. The temperature is going to rise. The kids going to get agitated. It is not a healthy condition. And then, okay, you don't care about us at all, right? Here's what I need you to care about. Y'all don't put thousands of dollars worth of equipment inside my classroom. Thousands of dollars of equipment. Brand new laptops, brand new line, brand new everything. That stuff's sitting there getting hot. So when technology breaks down because the classroom is hot, what are we going to do? Can't blame the teacher. Fix it. Okay. Moving right along. All right. So listen, right, right. Can we I don't even know what else to say at this point in time. I don't know what to say. Because if you don't care about me, my old self, see all this gray hair, you don't care about me. It's okay, but y'all don't put thousands of dollars worth of equipment inside the computer, inside this hot classroom. Ooh, okay. Listen, also, if I get completely out. Okay, listen, we're gonna go back, and I want you to understand something. I want you to take your mind back, just separate the, -2, carry the one. Take your mind back just 4 years ago. It was 2020. Okay. Remember when we had to go in and completely revamp the way we taught? We came back back home, and we had to completely teach an entire curriculum that was meant to be face to face online. I want you to cast your mind back to that, because this year we are back in that same mode in terms of us building the plane as we fly it. They have introduced new systems. Parents, we have something called synergy. Now, this is a way for you to see, again, just like Canvas. Canvas still exists, but synergy is where you're going to see a lot more things happening. You'll have a lot more access to live information for your children. So understand something. We were given this at the end of the school year last year. The principals were given this information. If your child's schedule messed up, just like they told me, I'm going to pass the information on to you. Have grace. I already know that I got the most jacked up first period class ever. I'll be acting. But I know for a fact that I also am not going to see any changes with that first period class, at least for 3 months. In my heart and soul, I already know I'm just tough it out. You're going to have to deal with it, because the system is so new that everything that's happening is going to take a while to fix. I mean, bus schedules, that ain't gonna happen anytime, quickly. Let's say issues ain't gonna get resolved quickly. I'm just telling you, work with us. We're getting new programs. I just reading. We're getting new programs in reading in terms of the way the program works. So that's brand new. Everything new. The kids getting new tech. Just have patience with us. When I tell you they're teaching us a brand new system, they gave us brand new equipment, and they're like, here, by the way, here's the last 3 days of school. Here's all this new stuff you're gonna need to know. And get ready. So just have patience. All I can tell you is have patience. Is we going back to 2020 with our mindset, the growth mindset, because it ain't gonna be easy this first couple. That's all I can tell you. Please be patient with people. Please be patient. And speaking of being patient with people, listen, the school secretary is your friend. She ain't there to destroy your life. When she asks a question, like, do you have ID? Be respectful and just give the lady the ID. I just wanted to plug that in for the whatever school secretary at any school that y'all at. We got love for y'all, right? But we need you to understand, parents, auntie, uncle, cousin, whoever it is that come to get these children, okay? Please, if the lady, the gentleman, whoever is there, ask you for the ID, just close your mouth and give them the ID. That's all. That's all. Okay. Now, last but not least, because I don't really, I already see my little thing saying shaky. Listen, your internet connection is not stable. Okay. Yeah. All right. So the last thing I do want to mention, right? And I don't know how many of you are sports fans. I love the Olympics. Okay, I love it every 4 years it happens. This one has been fantastic. Those of you who have actually seen the opening ceremonies and all the stuff like that, listen, there was so much controversy and things like that about the opening ceremony. But guess what? I didn't find any problems with it, despite all the depictions of whatever the people were saying. They're seeing this and this is all the devil and all that. Because let me tell you why I had no issues with it. Because I went to school, a public school, in the 1980s, where I learned 3 things. I learned history, in particular art history. I had a wonderful English teacher, and I had a broad and diverse curriculum. So things that were shocking to everybody was not to me, because I knew that's what that represented. I knew that was the goddess Dionysus. I knew that was Marie Antoinette with the head chopped off. I knew that's where the Statue of Liberty. I knew these things because I had the background knowledge, because I had a diverse and open education. So I was not offended. Second, This is the time when, especially in the midst of this political turmoil that we're in, America sent forth its best. If you look at the teams, if you look at the diversity in the teams, it boggles the mind when you think about the fact that there's so much racism and hatred of people of color in this country. But when America is sending its best, what does best look like? The diversity. Thank you. Just take flight with that. Take flight. Because on one hand, we hate all of us because I can't even want to get into the Sonia mess. I just can't. That thing, I had to decompress for a whole week after seeing that. Because remember, Black people go through so much trauma watching those videos of them killing us, right? But on one hand, you can't stand us. But on the other hand, the very best that you sent into the countries to represent our country. On one hand, you like, America got to have this normative white male such and such. But on the other hand, you don't see the push, how crazy the donations them came in, all because one Black woman said, I'm going to go ahead and pick this up. Because we always got to sweep up behind it. Before I get all upset, let me go ahead. Hey, listen, everybody. One more time. All I got to say is this. Please put your kids to bed. Please make sure that they do everything that they have to do. Please make sure they're prepared. There were 1,001 backpack giveaway. I myself, in my own church, we had the backpack giveaway, and we had the just an open event for them. It was just a wonderful thing. All right, these kids got it. Please, parents, when I tell you what's the one big backpack that all the kids want to have? Spray ground backpack, is that what it's called? Okay, these $60 to $180 backpacks, and even costing them more. Please, parents, it's wonderful to get your kids all these things, right? But do not, when we get to the halfway point in the school year, have this $180 backpack with zero supplies, right? Just remember, supplies is good right now. But just like I'm the begging teacher, as they call me, I'm always out here begging for something. Just remember, you got to keep replenishing that same backpack all throughout the year. Don't keep coming back to school and it's not replenished. And by the way, remember, check them. I'm gonna check in every couple of weeks to make sure that you're checking those backpacks, especially them gym shorts, because those things have to wash regularly. All right, so that's all I really got. I'm so unfortunately, like I say, April is unavailable to be on, but we're gonna get back on here soon. You know how we check in with y'all. I hope you all had a wonderful, wonderful summer. I hope that you all have a blessed and happy school year. You know, as much as we knock people, we still love the kids. We are always here about the children. We're about our mental health. We're about being strong and positive influences, and we are definitely about affecting change in our society and affecting change in our community. We love you all so much. There's a great big shout out from myself, from April, and of course our fabulous, wonderful, fantastic, phenomenal producer, Bianca Goolsby from Teacher for the Culture. We love y'all and we want y'all to have a wonderful, wonderful night. Roll that beautiful bean footage.